WeaponCollector here. Yeah, I'm a little bit late, but here I am. Let me take some painkillers. Alright, let's get on here so I can see the comments, shall I? Just wait for some people to join. Mother, how you doing, mate? You alright? How are you, mate? You alright? What have you been up to? Just finding the chats, and I'll be on. Alright, chats. Alright, done. Yeah, what have you been up to, Mother? You been up to much? Mother said I'm fine. Was it tough? Oh, for fuck's sake, I nearly read that completely wrong. You're lucky I read that properly. Because, you know, there's the classic meme of, that was a tough wank. I honestly thought you'd written, I'm fine, that was a tough wank. Yeah? How come? Just general stuff? General stuff that's going on, like where you live, sort of thing? Yes, I honestly thought I said tough wank. Got my new teeth. I have got a Vlad video coming soon that I think you might like. Don't know, you might hate it. Nah, you'll like it. Yeah, I got a Vlad video coming soon. I think it's scheduled to go on Sunday. Don't forget to like the video, Mother. Frank, how you doing, mate? You alright? Slave to no man, how you doing? You alright, mate? I may need to get up in a second, but I'll talk to you. I've got to go over there, but I'll still be here, essentially. Hello, Ayush Mishra. How are you? You alright? Hope you're doing alright. Now, what have you been up to, John? Anyway, you been up to much? Right, I'll just be here. I'll still be here. Just got to do something quickly. I'm still here. Hang on, hang on. You can enjoy the guns for a minute. Right, where are we with comments? No, not bad, fella. All well, you're in. Sort of. I'll explain in a minute. Nothing to worry about, but. Right, sorry about that. I just had to sort some shit out. Yeah, not too bad. I keep getting weird pains in my hands. I think I've fucked my hands up somehow. It's been happening a while. I think I'm, without realising I'm doing it, clenching my, like, tensing the muscles in my fingers or something. I don't know. But it's weird. Both my middle fingers on both hands fucking hurt. Could be carpal tunnel syndrome. When you look into it, there's not a lot of things it could be, really. Probably carpal tunnel. I don't know. I'll go to the doctor soon if it don't fuck off. I have been doing, the thing is, I have been doing a lot of level work lately. And, well, I say that. I haven't been doing as much level work as I normally would. But I've been getting, I'll tell you the other thing it could be, which runs in my family, arthritis. It could be arthritis. The joints are making the rest of my fingers hurt. You know what I mean? It don't feel like the joint to me, but it feels more the muscle to me, but I don't know. Tom and Cheryl, how you doing? UK Lion, how you doing? Persio, you right? Brave to know man said, keep your ship closed and keep your arms tied to the bedpost. Give your hands a rest. Well, maybe. No, you caught me out there. That's right. Saint said, ended up returning the fare bar. Terrible customer service. Don't know if it's a one-off. Just disappointed. That was Blades UK, weren't it? I've heard with Blades UK, if it was, that it can be a little bit. It can be a bit hit and miss with them sometimes. They can be a bit odd occasionally, from what I've heard. Gavin, how you doing? Rich, how you doing, mate? You alright? And Michael. Yes, okay, Michael, how are you? You want me? You want me, do you? Christ. Stu said, alright, Mike and everyone, night shift got cancelled, so I can finally join the live stream. Nice one, Stu. Nice to see you on, mate. You can listen to me moaning about my hands hurting. I don't know about the people who are joining in, but don't forget there's a giveaway going on right now for people who live in the UK. That's one of the prizes. Yeah, it's a shame, Cookie. I've heard there's some weird shit going on that can go on there sometimes. That's one of the prizes. £1 an entry. Yeah, do you know what, Saint? No. Cookie said, no, I'll go fuck myself then. Fuck's sake, I was reading the wrong thing. Hello, Cookie. As if I'd ignore you, Cookie. 100 Basanga. Hello, how are you? Saint said, had to ring him up 3 times, just messing me about. If I don't get my money back by next week, I'm going to contact the bank. Good idea. Jake said, can I see your AR? Best I can do is that. I can't hold nothing, though. Slave to No Man said, love the axe. Where's the ticket booking? So, if you go to my donation thing, so if someone puts in the word ! support in the chat, it's that. So hang on, let me explain this properly. If someone puts the word ! support in the chat, a thing called Nightbot will put the donation link on. If you click that link, it'll take you to the place to donate, and every £1 you donate, you get an entry into the giveaway. Or come back out of this, go to any of my videos, literally any of them. Look in the description for the bit that says donate. Click that and then donate. That's the easiest way to do it. Yeah. Mother said, will they say anything if you hold a dildo? Maybe not. Probably not. I don't know. I don't know the rules on that. I know the rules on guns, and I know the rules on drugs as well, because I looked into it, because I wanted to make sure because you are allowed to smoke marijuana on live streams. Basically, it says you can do recreational drugs on live streams, pretty much as long as you're not doing Class A's or injecting something. Yeah, that's what they're all saying. Hello, Leandro. Hello, John, and hello, Thomas. John Thomas. Who knows what John Thomas is? Hello, Yanis. Yeah, it might be a bit hectic tonight, Stu, seeing as it's a vertical one. There'll be quite a few strangers. Should we just put it bluntly, nutters. Oh, tomorrow night I probably won't be on to live stream tomorrow, so I'm gonna put on the answers to my Q&A. That's about 45 minutes long. Maybe I'll whack a couple of adverts in the middle of it, just as, you know, like what do you call it? You know, like Spyverse adverts or something. I don't know. So it said, my recreational drug is dopamine and guns. Give me that. Guns should be allowed. Well, I'm giving you some dopamine and, you know, as good as guns as I can get, mate. So there you go. I am your drug dealer tonight. Stu said you've been getting good views on verticals. These do. These can get loads. Oh, by the way, don't forget to like the stream, everyone. There's nearly 50 people watching. Yeah, the drop's not on. Hello, Ducky. Are those guns real? I'd normally have a piece of paper I could hold up. If you mean are they firearms, no. You answered great collection. I don't know what the other word is. I'm not reading it. But yeah, Stu. So, vertical, like shorts get all right views anyway. Vertical live streams will occasionally just be normal. Most of the time, they're pretty much double what I'd normally get on a horizontal one. Yeah. You can also win if you're in the UK, you can also win a bandana weight, which is a self-defense item, and you also get the bandana with it. That's just some of the prizes. There's loads. Saint said, yeah, Rich, I can't be bothered with them. I might try when I buy an MOD knife, but I won't be recommending them. Stu said that's decent. MD Altaf said, do you have a Star Org? No, the closest I've got to a Star Org is that, and I bet you can't tell me what it's called. So I have to know, man, so my podcast, Proper Prepper, goes live 19th of September, 7 p.m. on YouTube. Just thought I'd do a cheeky plug. No, that's all good, mate. You're always welcome to do that. And had I been on my computer, I would have got you a fucking link. I would have put your link up for you. Because I'm on my phone, I can't. Any moderators, feel free to click Slave to No Man's channel, open it up, get his link, come back and put it in the chat if you want. No pressure though. Do I have a revolver? Yeah, there's some revolvers down there. Yeah, Sheffield Knives is one. Sheffield Knives don't do the good, the known good Fairbairn sites. They're a bit dearer though. Hello, Dylan. Yeah, you're nearly right, but I need the full name. Thank you, Stu. So that link that's just been put up just below Slave to No Man is his channel. Check that out. Great bloke. Proper decent. I've met him a few times. And yeah, he's doing some good videos and he's going to do a podcast soon. Yeah, 70 people watching. Don't forget to like the stream. Feel free to have a chat with us. WeaponCollector, how are you? Are you weeping? Or you collect weapons? Dylan said Narinko. Under the name that I've got for it is not Narinko, but you are right there, yeah. Dylan gets a thumbs up. That's your prize. Dylan, what you get, Dylan gets to have a body part shown. So would you like to see a nipple? I can show you a nipple if you want. Would you like to see a nipple? You're going to get to see one whether you like it or not there. Are you ready for this? That is a ripped off nipple from the Spyroverse. Ting-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. There you go. I just happen to have those next to me. I've been filming stuff. WeaponCollector said to come from Glasgow and I collect pin badges. Ah, nice. Well, if you want, I might be able to make you. If you ask me somewhere and maybe pay me a couple of quid, I'll make you a little pin with my logo on, which is a knuckle duster. That's not the best example there. I can make you a pin. You just have to ask me, email me. Do I shoot guns? Yes, I do. Bruce Band said, nice wall in the UK, yes. WeaponCollector said, cool, just found your channel tonight. Nice. Yeah, that's the thing. If I've put shorts on recently, these will get quite a few views. Carl, and hello everyone who just joined, by the way. There's quite a few people, so I'm struggling to say hello to everyone. Do I have any Zorro swords? I don't know what a Zorro sword... Yeah, a Zorro sword would be legal, yes. I'll show you a sword. See that sword there? I made that one. This might be the easiest one to get there. So do you like the TV series and the game The Witcher? This is a half-size sword that I made from The Witcher, and this would have been a series sword. Series sword would be about 6 foot long, but yeah, I made that. Sheath as well. And that one up there is my Excalibur. Og Two-Tone said, you want to buy a Black & Decker drill dough? I don't really have any use for one, mate. Maybe. Not today, though. Not today. It's like that, Raven. It's quite nice, isn't it? Size matters, yeah, but also, you know, small things come in great, you know, I don't know. What's the fucking saying? Great things come in small packages. Chode Witcher sword. You're a dick, Rich. Oh, gosh. Richard's out here causing trouble like usual. Saint said you got to make a claymore. If I can find a bit of already hardened tempered steel, I will. WeaponCollector, what's the swan's head knife? Well, that one, a lot of people think it was a swan's head. That's actually a deer's foot. I can get the knives down and show you. I just can't touch the guns. That's actually a deer's foot that's been preserved in that curled over shape. I made the sheath, the knife, everything. So you've got a nice sort of handle that holds your hand in it. That's my logo, so that's the logo you would see if you had a little badge. Yeah, it's back scratcher. Yeah, well. Metallic Reality, who got me the deer's foot, actually did that with a smaller deer's foot before. Yeah, made a back scratcher out of one. They're great for that. My apologies if you see me arse crack. Hello, elusive Darkmoss Rival. Right, mate. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. There's 81 people watching. If you see anything up there you might want to see that's not a gun, I might be able to show you. Or if you ask me if I've got certain things, I might be able to get them out. Better things come in big packages. Well, okay. Elusive Darkmoss said, that's a sword. Can't stay too long. Got a 22-mile walk across the moors. Good luck, mate. Yeah, if I survive. Fuck's sake. Saints would probably get a lorry leaf spring and maybe make a claimer. Maybe. I'll think about it. Hello, Coffee Jack. I'm trying to keep up with the comments at the minute. There's quite a few going. If anyone writes one and I miss it, just put it on again. I will try to answer you. I don't know what I've done with it, Stu, but I've misplaced my The Substance DVD. I remember it's in here somewhere, but I remember saying to myself, don't put that there, you'll forget where it is. Now I can't remember where it is. Morley Bankrupt said, do you live here in America? How'd you have all this? I live in England. All these guns here are all ones that don't need a license. Richard, disgraceful, your gut was showing. You wouldn't catch my belly hanging out of it. No, Richard likes to stand there, tiny little shorts on, gut hanging out, full crossbow bear, everything out. I've seen him. He likes to have his balls hanging out one side. Saint said, well, stick welding today. I ended up forgetting my gloves and touching the metal. Needless to say, I've learnt my lesson. Fuck's sake, mate. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. Bruce said, I subbed to your channel. Very interesting. Thank you, Bruce. Thank you. Glad you're liking it, mate. Stu said, it will turn up. I've not watched mine since getting it on DVD. Yeah, it's in here somewhere, Stu. I've put it somewhere. I don't know. But I remember putting it somewhere and saying to myself, don't do that. You won't be able to find it if you do that. So I've put it in a drawer or something, or I don't know. It's quite pissed off, though. Aiden's Amazing Channel said, I saw that video you made 8 years ago. Do you still have that baton? Ah, nice. What, the one that I showed with the nuts on it and that? And any of the batons that are now illegal, I obviously don't. I had to get rid of them ones. But I've still got some of the ones that are legal. Bruce would hope to see you again. Heading out to play with Bullwhip. Nice. Nice one. That sounds good. Yeah. What else have I got near me? Would anyone else like to see another body part? Saint said, I'm surprised Mason's like classes batons. Not complaining though. Yeah, I don't know. You have to be careful with. Yeah. Street Sweeper said, "What's the bullpup on the with the bayonet behind you?" And that, do you know what that is? That's called a Chinese Type 86S bullpup rifle, and it's basically a bullpup AKM. Quite rare. I think they imported 2,000 into America and then they banned them. Luna said, "Damn, how come you got so many weapons?" Because I'm a weapon collector. That's what I am. Oh, I got the wrong t-shirt on. I got the wrong t-shirt. I'm a weapon collector. So I collect weapons. No, it's just something I like collecting. I personally don't think it's any different than collecting stamps or dolls or cars. You know, it's just somewhat nice, isn't it? Hello, Desert Armory and more. You alright? What was I going to show you? Got some. So I may not be on tomorrow. As I know, I won't be on tomorrow. Well, no, I don't know. I might. There's a small chance I might be on tomorrow. Bought myself some of this though. I don't know if you can read that, but there's some absinthe. That's it's 68% in England terms. In America, that would be about 136%. Yeah. Hello, Jay. You alright, mate? Carl said, "I'm slithering around, are you?" Saint said, "I believe the 86S was experimental in the Chinese military too. They mostly use Type 56 underfolders as their standard rifle." There you go. Saint's giving you all the information today. Hello, AK777. Where am I from? England. Yeah, don't forget to like the stream, everyone. There's 84 people watching. If you have a item you would like to see, just let me know. This one's up for grabs in England. Do I have a katana? Yes, I've got one over there. I could get it down if you want to see it. Show us nicely. AK777, I have that thing in your profile picture. Do you really? You wouldn't have that exact one, because that's one I made that had to be destroyed. But you got knuckle dusters, have you? Yeah, I used to make them years ago when it was legal, but I can't now, because you're not even allowed to own them now. Thank you, Desert Army and more. He said, "Double tap that screen, folks, and subscribe." Thank you, I do appreciate it. Yes. Yeah, double tap, like and subscribe, please. Thank you. Saint said, "Show us your entire lighter collection, especially the one person you got me." You dick. Fucking hell. Hello, Randy Leahy, one of my favourite characters. I like Randy and Leahy, but Randy Leahy. Are those replicas behind me? There's a bit of everything up there. So there's replicas, DX, Airsoft, air guns. I've got air rifles that I can hunt with. Mafia said, "Weapon collector, what if I bought a blank gun?" It depends what one you bought, because some of them are illegal now. They're not all illegal. If you bought one recently, it might be worth getting your money back. I don't know though. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. Double tap the screen. Mafia said they're still up for sale. It's a joke. I know, it takes the piss actually, doesn't it? Because I bet you the companies who are doing that don't get done for it. So they're selling you illegal firearms. I bet you'd get done for it and they wouldn't. Carl said, "Take us on a tour." I'll try to give you a little bit of a... This phone is a little bit sort of precarious. I don't want it to fall off. So it's like sat in like a little stand. Quite dodgy. I don't want it to fall off. And it made me feel like I'm in GTA. And like the gun shop, yeah. Yeah, Phil Cassidy's. Maverick said, "Zombie knives are still up for sale. I'm going to buy one. I'm not going to start flexing it like an idiot." No, definitely don't start showing everyone if you do that. But yeah. Bod and Ron said, "What's your favourite firearm that I own, or just in general?" I always liked Desert Eagles, purely because they look different. They're not all that good, but I just like that they're unusual looking. You know what I mean? Saint said, Mr. Leahy Ricky is being annoying again. Yeah, no, Mr. Leahy said, yeah, Mr. Leahy Ricky's being annoying again. Yeah, fuck's sake. Yeah, Randy's saying that, isn't it? Malik said, you are Mafia. Wow, really? I love this weapons. Mafia said, "Why did you get rid of the blank throwing gun? I would have hit it." Are you talking about someone in the chat or me? I sold all my blank fries ages ago, like years ago anyway. So I didn't have any. The thing is, over the period of about 20 years, my house has been raided about 7 times. Nothing to do with weapons, but because of that, I can't afford to have anything that would be illegal, because what they can do is if they come around your house and see stuff like this, they'll take it all away, and if there's nothing illegal in it, chances are you'll get it all back, no hassle. If they find one thing illegal in it, they'll make it really, really, really fucking difficult to get it back. And when you've got as much as me, this is just the stuff on display, right? To go with this, I've probably got 20 crossbows, probably 15 air rifles, hundreds of knives, loads of swords, loads of stuff. That's just the stuff I have on display. There's loads more than that. If they took all that, I'd have so much to lose. Frank Foley said, were you in the SS? No, I was not, no. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone, though. Malik Mamoon said, I love this sword. Now, would you like to see one of the swords? I can show you that one if you want. Hello, Carl. He said, plastic is for model airplanes, not guns. Saint said, please seize your stuff and make you spend thousands in court fines. It's a legit tactic they do to take your kit off you legally and off the books. Not worth it. No, exactly. So, yeah, so I have to make sure everything I own is legal, and then if they do take it, I shouldn't have any issues. You know what I mean? But this is a sword I made. Full tang. Lovely little thing. Saint said, even grey area laws, dodgy water. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I don't fuck about, Saint. It's not worth it for me personally. You know, I know a lot of people who risk it, but that's them. I wouldn't want to lose, I don't know, over 25 years worth of collecting, and you know, a lot of the stuff I may have made, but if I could sell all the stuff that I had, you know, it would probably be over like 20, 30 grams of stuff easily, you know, if you could sell it all. So, do you have a lighter collection, mine? Any Zippos? I've got one Zippo, which is I've had for over 25 years. I've had it since I smoked, and it's a silver-coloured Zippo, proper Zippo, with a Union Jack on the side of it. But most of the paint's come out, and you can see like brass underneath. Hello, Tom. Carl said, gotta go. I enjoyed the view. Thank you, mate. I appreciate it. I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to tap on the screen and like it. Batty Crease said 177 pellets is better to stick. Is it better to stick to lead or copper? Well, I'm not sure now, Mr. Crease, because I don't know if I thought that. Well, no, you said I don't. I think they're going to stop doing lead ones soon. Aiden said, can I see it? Please see the katana. Yes, you can. I don't mind if people ask. Yeah, if you ask nicely. Just wipe the dust off it, emptying down for a while. So, here's the handle first. I'm not going to go into the technical details of katanas because I don't fucking know. It's got actual race skin under there, though. There is the guard. And there's the blade. It's a long one. Got a lovely big fuller on it. This one's got a very long handle. There's probably a name for this handle, but it's bigger than a two-handed one, basically. Shut up, Rich, you dick. Oh, God. The only mods I did on this, I added that. Is it Saya? Can't remember. There you go. But that is a proper live sword. TTGK, how you doing, mate? You right? Right, said, are those pellets pistols going to? Yes, yeah. Matthew said, when can they change the shitty gun laws? Probably never. Saint said, but isn't there a limit, Mike, on the speed your pellets can travel? I don't know how it works. It's a weird one over here. We don't have like a limit to the speed. It's more the foot poundage. A foot pound is basically the weight of the pellet and how fast it travels combined, and then that becomes like the hitting power of it, essentially. You know what I mean? Rather than its speed. So technically, there's no speed limit of a pellet, but obviously, so a really, really light pellet could go very fast, but it's not going to hit as hard. So the foot poundage wouldn't be as much. Do you know what I mean? But if you could get a heavier than normal pellet and get that shooting very quick, that'd hit too many foot pounds. You know what I mean? That's a very layman's way of describing it, but I think that's the easiest way to make it make sense. Saints said, because didn't your brother get done for that? Like the police using pellets to try and make them go over? Yes. Yeah, so basically they was using sort of heavier than your normal pellets. Yes, I suspect, or something like that. And then, but yeah, you are technically right. Yeah, it's just it's not speed per se, but it sort of is at the same time. Yeah, but yeah. They basically put as many different pellets through his air rifle as they could until it tipped over with 1 or 2 by like 0.2. You know what I mean? So 12.2 foot pounds or something stupid. You know what I mean? Well, that could happen with literally any gun going if you put specific pellets in it. Now, I don't think that's fair, because if you don't own those pellets, you wouldn't be shooting them, would you? So, yeah. Quishon said it's measured in joules. Yes, exactly. Joules, and I think joules and foot pounds are very similar. Yeah. Matthew said I found a AK-47 in the UK for 200 quid, and that's a good price. That's a good price. Jen Zape said, do you have a car 15? No, don't forget to like the stream, everyone. Patty Crease said, a pistol has to be 6 foot pound, air rifle 12. That's exactly it, mate. Saint said AKs are about 600 quid-ish now. Yeah, I know. Yeah, if you can find an AK and a bayonet for 200, get it. Get it. Yeah, so I should be drinking a bit of absinthe tomorrow. But I sadly will probably not be on. Basically, that's awesome price. People would be paying more than that here. I have to like guns, but not for the bad reasons. Exactly. Yeah, I don't collect these things because I want to shoot people. Not at all. That's the thing that people don't get. They think, oh, he collects knives, he collects guns. He must be a nutter. Not at all. Now, some people are. I'm not. Oh, maybe, but I still don't want to kill people. But yeah. That's not why I collect them anyway. Yeah, I've always collected them. Now, as I said, it's just the people that own them ruin it for others. Exactly, mate, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. So, what have you lot all been up to then? Been up to much? Paul said 1911 Wilson Combat all the way. Nice. So I said, honestly, I've met friendlier collectors of this stuff than your regular Joe. Exactly, mate, exactly. Yeah. What are you up to? What have you been up to today, and what are you up to tomorrow? And also, where'd you come from? Saint, no, I read that. Betty Crease said, the gun shop where I live made the AK-47 working lamp, and I wanted to buy it, but he stated it wasn't for sale. I was heartbroken. That would be pretty cool to own, wouldn't it? I suppose you could always, well, it'd be very expensive to make your own, though, wouldn't it? And I said, you seem like a nice guy, sensible, and have a good collection. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm all right. Ask these lot. Don't trust anything Richard Weaponsmith says, though. In fact, ask these lot in the chat, but I'll then tell you afterwards whether they're reliable or not. Some of them cannot be trusted. But thank you, I do appreciate that. Cheers. Thank you. And by the way, Quishon, if I butchered your name, I apologise. I want to go Airsoft on Sunday to test out my TM Glock 17. Nice, that sounds good. That sounds great. Nice. Do you do that regularly then? Yeah, I'm glad there's new people coming on. Partly why I like doing the vertical streams. Basically, if I put a couple of shorts on, normally, if you do a live stream vertical, you'll get quite a few new viewers on, and that's good because I like getting the new people on. Yes, it's nice to get new people on. That's why I don't mind getting stuff down. It's just the only thing I can't do. I can't hold guns on live streams. Otherwise, I would get them down. Also, all the guns are locked up there anyway. But the knives and that, I can get those down to show you. Yeah, can't hold crossbows because often YouTube think crossbows are guns. What it is, there's a new. It's about 2 or 3 years old, but they're You can't hold guns on live streams. You can't talk about you can't link to places that sell them. You can't transport guns during a live stream. There's a lot of weird shit like that. But you can have them in the background, and you can play a clip of you shooting them. Richard said, I was going to say you're a kind toast, and I was willing to go to hell for loving you. I won't bother now. Apparently you can trust Richard occasionally. That's great, Rich. So I've got a feeling they're going to ban replicas and Airsoft next. I always wanted those black Glock replica blank guns. Yeah, that's what you want to do, though. Nowadays, it's nice having blank firers, but you might as well go for a replica. They're less likely to have legality issues. But I'm saying that you can't get black Glock now, can you? You can only get the Western ones. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see, Saint. Hopefully not. I've just said I spray painted my airsoft black. I have heard from someone who is quite a reliable person when it comes to laws, who told me there's no actual law stating that if you bought, say, a blue or orange blank fire, that there's no law saying you can't take the paint off or spray it. They only have to be orange and blue to be sold. Yeah. Saint said, is there regulation on the new reps? No, that's no, not that I know of. No, but I was just saying, I don't know. They hopefully right now they seem happy with the laws. They've made them quite strict anyway, haven't they? But yeah. Saint said there's no law against black BB guns. My HK 45 is black and tan. Yeah. You know, it's all right. Yeah. So I don't really buy many guns now because I've got what I want, essentially. If I did buy another gun, it would probably be... I was tempted to get I want a good 6 foot-pound spring air pistol. Because I've got good air rifles. And if people want me to do it, I'll do some videos on my air rifles soon. I've never really bothered. Well, I have, actually saying that now. I did early on in my YouTube channel, over 12 years ago, but I haven't done any recently. And maybe I'll get some of my air rifles out and do them. But yeah, I wouldn't mind a good... The reason I want a spring air pistol, 6 foot-pound, is because the only ones, most of them used to be CO2, and then the seals go. No, Mafia said my mum keeps saying I have an obsession with guns. Well, and women? Or women with your eyes up? It's so normal in my house that if I walked in my back door with this out like that, they wouldn't even bat an eyelid. They're so used to it. Ali Mohammed said, Daddy, how are you? My dad now. Hello, son. Hello, son. About time. It's about time you came back into my life. You all right, son? I hope you're okay. So yeah, if I walk, didn't even know I was a dad. If I walk into my house with that like out, no one would even say a thing. Apparently, I have a son in Saudi Arabia. I hope you got a lot of money, mate. I can't see you. Daddy's coming home. Kashan said, go to Airsoft games 3 times a week in 50 days. And you can order a black... Yeah, that's the Yukara stuff, isn't it? Yes, thank you for saying that. Saint says, strongly recommend sellers only sell Yukara guns to Yukara, but they don't legally have to. So it's not a legal thing. It's like you should, but yeah. Aims at the side-handled battens, UK legal. No, they're not. No, they're illegal now. Yeah, you can't have those here. Is it doing that for everyone? I'm sorry that it is doing that. Saint said stream is bugging out so bad it pauses and restarts completely. Is that doing that for everyone? So I may be able to change what internet I'm using if it is. Let me know. Is it playing that for everyone? Then otherwise it may be my internet. Mother said you changed, bro. Matthew said my blank gun has a metal thing inside it. So it's in there. It's everyone's stream. I watch. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. The only reason I mentioned it because there's a lot of people in my house tonight. And I before I came on, I thought, oh fuck, I wonder if there'd be so many people using the internet. It's gonna go shit. Saint said D&B military sell you car guns to anyone over 18. Just saying. Annie Mohammed said, I'm very sorry. That's okay, you don't have to be sorry. It's fine. As long as you like the stream. As long as you like the stream. That's all I care about. Thank you, Krishan, for telling me that yours is good. I appreciate it. So yeah. I hope you're all good. I'll be on for quite a while. At least another 2 hours after this. I haven't been on very long. So yeah. Looks like we're down to normal viewership now. Saints have got any Denix replicas? Yes, I have. Yeah, so that there is a Denix replica, and that Western revolver there is, that Colt Python is, and that Western revolver there is. Yeah. And I've also got a replica Winchester and like some broken in half single shot rifle under my sofa, which I'm going to try and fix one day. I'm going to try and fix it to make it look like a display piece at least. It's snapped completely in half. I was giving it broken. Yeah, I don't mind the Denix. But the thing with Denix replicas, you have to sort of take them for what they are. They're reasonably expensive, but not massively expensive. Not great quality. Oh no, that's a lie. They are quite good quality, actually. You ain't going to be able to sit there, dry firing them all day and expect them not to break. Yeah. Yes, Saint said that they aren't meant to be constantly dry fired. Hello, Slater. How you doing? So that's the thing. People sit there constantly playing with them, and then it breaks, and they're like, "Oh, that's shit." But if you did that with a real gun, you could break a real gun dry firing it and messing around with it constantly. But Denix for display pieces and holding, and yeah, I've had a couple of issues with that, but that's still, I really like that still. The revolvers are fine. Yeah, I think, so let me rephrase that. I like Denix replicas. I think they're pretty good for what they are. If you want a nice display piece, get one. They're worth it, I think. Yeah, although you can't get the modern ones, huh? Hey, I saw you message me just before I came on, but I didn't have a chance to read it. I'm live streaming on my phone at the minute. What have you been up to, Slater? Anyway, you been up to much? Krishan said, have you ever been airsoft? I've never been airsofting, but so that M4 up there, or that AR-15 is airsoft, and see that SPAS 12, that's airsoft. That there is airsoft. I don't have many airsoft guns. I think that's it, 3. I buy airsoft more for as display pieces, because to get an AR-15, a DIAC AR-15 or any kind of metal AR-15 would probably cost you over $1,000 easily for a metal AR-15. That cost me about £100. Same with the SPAS 12. To get a SPAS 12 DIAC or just one in metal, over £1,000. That, I think it's 50. Looks the part. Yeah. And actually you can shoot it if you want to. Saint said Glocks break when dry firing because the cases absorb the shock from the firing pin and extractor. So if a £700 rear one breaks, a £70 replica ain't going to be indestructible. Well, that's it, and I think that's the thing. People don't appreciate sort of what they bought, and they just assume, yeah. And I like the replicas. Oh no, I'll tell you. So the line. It's been such a long time since I bought any guns, I forget. the line to go down now, if you want decent, realistic pistols, is CO2. That's the way you want to go for realistic pistols. Replicas now, you can't get the modern ones. So if you want Western bits, go replica. If you want decent metal pistols for display, or it's CO2 guns for that, because they are like exact replicas nowadays, aren't they? Of they're you get licensed copies of guns now, don't you? So like I said, I've been sharpening my hunting spear. Nice. If you sent me a picture, I'll have a look later. Yeah. Saint said, I do want a Browning high power replica. Such a good looking piece of metal. Yeah, I've always liked them. That thing there has, I think that front bit is like copied off of one. The end of the barrel's copied off of one of them. The rest of it isn't. It's a bit too big, but yeah, that's a Daisy 2003. Nice one, so yeah, sounds good, man. I'm going to be making a spear soon. Saint said, I have a licensed copy of the HK45 and CO2. Yeah, that's the way you want to go nowadays. If you want decent pistols, I think go down the CO2 line. Absolutely spot on. I've got a CO2 gun over there of a Smith & Wesson 5.86 revolver with our 8-inch barrel on it, and it's lovely. Yeah, I think that's like a proper license copy. Now, I still remember holding my mum's friend's shotgun there. So yeah, well, I've got a couple of DX shotguns at the top there. Yeah. Krishan said, get a gas blowback pistol with dry firing pin. They have decent kickback, and most replicas are licensed by the company. Yeah, like your Glock. Yeah, exactly, mate. Exactly. That's it. So like I said, I'll put some pictures on our chat. Not the edge though, the shaft. Yes. Yeah, you show us your shaft and then the tip and run your hands up and down the shaft. No, don't. I've already watched someone's review of a knife called the bloody French Tickler, where the whole entire review was like that, Timbo, and it was great. It gave me a proper good laugh today, that did. Navia said, I went on a Navy ship and they had Glocks, machine guns, snipers. It was like Call of Duty. Nice. Saint said, is Blades and Bows still a thing? I forget. No, Blades and Bows shut down. And then I think the closest thing you had to Blades and Bows was Prepper's Shop. You got Prepper's Shop, the Bug Out, which I've got something to review from the Bug Out. I just haven't got around to doing it because since I've got back from camping, I've been so busy. Yeah. No, Blades and Bows is shut, sadly. I like Blades and Bows. So the Prepper's Shop was that right. They haven't been too bad with me, but Blades and Bows, I loved that company. They were great, and they sent me stuff as well. And I used to talk to the bloke who run it. At one point, he was going to make me. I don't think he ever got round to it. He was going to make me some titanium broadheads for tests. Mafia said, "Do you shop on Gunstar?" I don't, but I would. I don't really buy a lot of stuff now. In all honesty, I make more than I buy. I don't think I've bought anything for a long time, like as a weapon. Because I just make my own now. What I tend to do is I look online, and if I see a knife that I like the look of or something I'd make similar, then I just make it. This was one of that. This is exactly that. I've seen a knife. An old picture of a knife, of a Civil War Bowie knife, and I thought, I would love to have that. Well, you know what? Let's make something similar then. But I can make it to my own design, slightly different. Yeah. See, I tend to make more than I buy now. I buy a fair few things to make stuff with. Yeah. Saint said, the era of DX is dead. They used to be cheap and fun to get, even with knives so expensive. Yeah, do you know what? So my shotguns, right, my DX shotguns, the single barrel and the double barrel cost something around about 50 and 70 quid. Yeah. 50 quid for a single barrel, about 70 quid for the double barrel. I think the pump action at the top was about 150. That fucking thing, what a fucking thing to play with that was. You can sit there all day pumping a fucking pump action shotgun. Yeah, proper one as well. Your Uzi used to make me so jealous. I wish I never sold the Uzi, but I was skint at the time. I wouldn't. The thing is, at that point of my life, I literally had no income at all. So if I needed money, I was absolutely fucked. So I used to have to sell my stuff. Now I'd never have to. I can make money other ways, luckily. I didn't have my... I could have made stuff back then, but I never used to make things to sell then. I'd just sell my collection. Scarletta, how are you? I like that name. It's quite cool. How's your day been? Not too bad. How's yours? Yeah, been all right. I've been edited and filmed a couple of videos today. Yeah, so I've got videos coming up soon. Will be possibly another shorts video coming in a couple of days. A video showing you how to make proper good heavyweight bolts for the Vlad, amongst other things. And I made my own level working tool. So he said, what's your best DX thing you've ever held around? Probably the Bren gun. The Bren gun was the coolest fucking thing you could ever have. And you could take the magazine out and you could cock it, dry fire it, everything. You couldn't take the back and you could fold the legs up and all stuff like that. And Scarletta, I am English. Yes, I am English. Yeah, the Bren gun was fucking great. It had quite a few moving parts, and yeah, even just firing at the bolt of a Bren gun had a bit of a fucking yeah. Bit of metal, the bolting, that's probably like that much metal shooting forward. Yeah, the Bren gun was great. But it was too big. I had nowhere to put it. And even if I still had the Bren gun now, I literally don't know where the fuck I'd put it. And that was the issue with the Bren gun. It was always down there on the floor. So it was sort of... You could never see it, and it was always in the way. Yeah, I loved the Bren gun. It was very... Because it was old spec. Well, it was current spec at the time, but it was old enough to have reasonable moving parts and a removable magazine. And magazine that you could put in bullets in as well, which was nice. Yeah, Bren gun was great. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone, by the way. So yours Filipino said, I miss you, Uzi. Yeah, the Uzi used to be in the middle here, didn't it? I think, yeah, with the wooden stock. Very cool. The Uzi was pretty good. The Uzi pretty much didn't do anything, though. You could... The Uzi was a bit like that. Literally, it's got a spring for the bolt. That's it, and the trigger moves a little bit, but nothing. The magazine comes out, and you can fold the handle, and you can take the thing off, but not really any. Yeah, you could dry fire the Bren gun. Saint said I was going to get an MG3 for 900 quid, but when you think about it, that's way too much for a piece of useless metal. Yeah, it is a lot. 900 quid is, yeah. So I think the Bren gun was 200. 200, you can just about justify it. Fortnite Chill said, I'm good with an Uzi and a Scar. Nice. But yeah, it is a lot for something just sat there. That, when I bought it, was 200 quid, 25 quid for the bayonet. It came fully boxed in its original box with all the accessories. So it had spare magazine, sling, little cleaning thing. It's in the back bit there, just there, is a little... metal sort of cartridge thing in there. Take that out, it's a cleaning kit. And there's a rod that comes out here. It came with everything. Yeah, 200 quid, 25 quid for bayonet. And I thought, if I'm getting that, I might as well get the bayonet for it. It's going to look cool. They're at least 600 now. Saint said, what's the cheapest ear for DX? 90s, 2000s? Do you know what? I wouldn't know, because in all honesty, yeah, late 90s, 2000s, the prices were amazing, and they was easy to get as well. If you had, there's a lot of magazines out where you could buy them, like Gunmart, that's where I used to get mine from. And then when I looked in the backs of papers, I found advertisements to order a catalogue, and that's where I got Worldwide Arms Limited from. Sadly, the bloke who ran that died, and they've shut it down. That was one of the biggest like DX companies going. But yeah, maybe 90s, 2000s, yeah, probably would be. But I don't know. I don't know what it was like afterwards. I know it's got dearer now. Sorry, before. Good night, Rich. Take care, mate. Probably won't be on tomorrow. Trebus said, evening, no one's breaking into yours anytime soon. Hopefully never. Krishan said, what's your favourite weapon in ranking from pistol, shotgun, submachine gun, assault rifle? Fucking hell. That's a lot of things to mention. How you doing, Carl? You right, mate? Nice to see you on. What you been up to? Been on your travels, have you? Now you're on, Carl. What I'm going to do, because I don't think I'm going to get to that next meet, but Nigel is going to be down Metallic's way. So, if you don't mind, I was going to message you this. I might have already told you this anyway, but I'll just say it out loud. I'll give your knife to Nigel, and then he can give you it at the next meet if you want. You know it's in good hands with Nigel. So, favourite pistol, probably, I don't know, there's loads. Desert Eagle, Beretta 92F. I like lots of revolvers. Shotgun, Spaz 12, that's easy. Submachine gun, I don't know, there's loads that I like. I always like the FNP 90. That's a submachine gun, isn't it? Sterling submachine gun is a beautiful one. Assault rifle. I would like the look of the AR-15s. And the others, I don't know. Treva said it's Chris from last week, if you remember. Oh! Maybe. I don't know. There's a lot of names going on. Hello, mate. Hello. Chris from last week. What on the live stream, you mean? Matthew said, have you been to Little Dean Jail? No. I wouldn't mind going there, though. Carl said, yeah, no problem, mate. Nice one, Carl. I thought that's the easiest way to do it, and I don't have to send you it and risk it going missing. And then you'll have it soon. Yeah. Bought myself some absinthe. I've just got the absinthe had a little recipe book with it. So it's 68% absinthe called, I think that's La Fay. As in the fairy, I suppose. So I shall be in with the fairies. Yeah, 68% that one. That's all right, Chris. That's all good, mate. What's in your pocket? Do you know what? I took everything out of my pockets, but my EDC is this titanium handled knife from ATX Outdoors. Yeah, 68%. Yes. Or to the Americans, that would be 136 proof. Yes. Well, in my opinion, if you're going to buy absinthe, it has to be the strong stuff. Because otherwise, you might as well just buy bloody vodka and put absinthe flavour in it. So yeah, 68%. But yeah, this was stuck to the bottle. Gotta get the fucking strong stuff. That's it there. Good night, Saint. Take care, mate. Yeah, that's my EDC. That is called I can never remember. I've got a review of it, though, if you want. It's just a series of numbers. You see, that's been well used. All-seeing eye, yes. Yes. That's right. I'll let you know how I get on with it Monday or next Friday. That bloody Claymore whiskey and those 9% beers I drank last weekend, fucking I had a nearly 3-day hangover. I had a full-on 2-day hangover, and the third day I still hadn't fully recovered. Yeah, the bottle's downstairs in the fridge at the minute. Yeah, so what are you looking up to? The nice free Albert. Sean, sorry, I nearly missed you there. How you doing, mate? Nearly missed you. There's too much going on. Tactical. Are you back early, ain't you? How you doing, mate? You alright? Saint said those old Remington police shotguns all look cool. Yeah. Mike loves his own pistol. Of course I do. Who doesn't? Do you like another man's pistol, do you, mother? I think just turn that insult right back against your mother. Yeah, I like my own pistol. Mother likes other men's pistols. Don't you, they've not been out tonight. What's the matter with you? Broke your leg? Shit yourself? Other things I could accuse you of. Police after you for assaulting that old granny. he's on the fucking Newcastle most wanted list now. He can't go out. 3 Albert said, "Yeah, mate, I'm good. Just been watching Better Call Saul on Netflix. Nice." That's how my first fucked again. That's a shame. That's a shame. No, I hope that gets fucking like fully better. What? It's the same thing. It's just flared up again. Carl said the British Army upgraded from Sten gun to the 9mm SMG with stupid banana mag going sideways. Big problem in CQB and dodgy spring cocking. Yeah, the Sten to the Sterling. I like the look of the Sterling submachine gun. It's a lovely looking gun, but yeah, big old fucking banana fucking magazine sticking out the side. Not a good thing, is it? But I like the look. I saw we was at a museum and I saw this pretty much pristine fucking Sterling submachine gun. It looked beautiful. It's just like a more modern version, isn't it, the Sten? Matthew said, "Do you vape?" No, I don't do anything like that. I used to smoke years ago. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. You can double tap the screen. I used to smoke years ago, but I stopped about, I don't know, over fucking hell, nearly 20 years now, probably. I've probably been stopped smoking for nearly 20 years. I think it was about 25. I can't remember. I may have been older than that. Mother says you smoke trees. The only thing I smoke is motherfuckers. With my guns. Oh, fuck's sake. Tushar Sinha said, "Hey, if someone breaks into your house, you can use all that and them without any guns." Sean, I'm glad that makes you laugh. I'm glad my smoking motherfuckers made you laugh at least. Have I ever shot anyone? I might have. Depends what you're talking about. What with? Krishan said, "Have you ever been to a firing range?" I'm thinking, because I have just weird thought that I have, but no, I haven't. No, but I might do maybe next year potentially. I could do. I have shot shotguns with my cousin before, but no, I've never been around. Mother said Lily, Rima, or Lucy Zara. I don't know those two. I don't think I know those two. Carl said, I think it was the biggest cause of what's that, in the army, because non-infantry carried in vehicles, if dropped, would self-cock. Ah, fuck's sake. Yes. Oh, Lily Roma. I'm not sure. Was they a bit dodgy to carry? Yeah, good. Yeah, that's them kind of things are supposed to be carried in vehicles, aren't they? Dreba said, "Have you ever done any clay pigeons?" No, but I might do next year, maybe. Oh, negligent discharge. Thank you for letting me get that one. Yeah, I couldn't think what that was. I was trying to work it out. No, never been clay pigeon shooting. Hunted a rabbit recently. Pest control. And I've got the rabbit pelt just over there now. And me and Metallic had the rabbit for dinner. And she turned the feet and that into like keyrings. Olivia Bink or Alice Goodwin. I was looking at Alice Goodwin's two charms today, in fact. If I went on Twitter, it'd probably still be on there. Looking for my phone is there. It had to be done though, Trevis. It had to be done. I wouldn't go around killing rabbits for no reason, but it was pest control. Radio Junkie, how you doing, mate? He said, hello, King Mike, nice to see you again. Nice to have you on. Nice. It's nice for someone to finally acknowledge my true status in life. I appreciate it. You've just gone up a big step on my admiration for you there. How you doing, mate? You're right. I'm not too bad. I've been getting pains in my hands. I don't know if I've been doing too much. Yeah, I don't know. They look alright, isn't they? I know what that is. It's leather tie. Yeah, I think I've just been doing too much work. Carl said, I think they gave all SMGs to Star Wars and Blake 7 as props. Yeah, you'd think so, wouldn't you? Yeah, you'd think so. You saw about it back in the day. Yeah, that's a good point. Alice Brooks, maybe Alice Brooks. I think I recognise the name Alice Brooks. The only one I've known so far is Alice Goodwin. Really, Junkie, that's from the King's Privileges. Yes, exactly. Exactly, yes. Yes. So what you been up to, mate? Been up to much? What you up to tonight, Carl, anyway? Carl, CW Outdoors. I thought I needed to tell you something about summer, but I can't remember now. Nah, I don't know. Carl said the SLR went to India. Saying, how you doing, mate? You right? He said, all right, Mike, why did you stop smoking? Just fear of it doing me over one day eventually. And it was like, the thing with smoking, so don't get me wrong, I'm not anti-smoking, right? Pretty much everyone in my house smokes. Or did smoke. My dad died of lung cancer from smoking, 100%. He smoked 60 fags a day, right? But if people want to smoke, that's up to them. I'm not anti-smoking. But I don't know, I just kept thinking, I got obsessed with thinking that one day it might give me lung cancer, so if I kept smoking for the rest of my life. And no, this is what I was going to say. So the reason I said why I'm not anti-smoking, because it may sound like I figure, as far as I'm concerned, smoking is one of the most pointless addictions there are going. It's one of the like you literally, and at least like coffee is a pointless addiction as well. Coffee does fuck all for you, really. At least with booze and drugs, you get high off them, whereas cigarettes, you're literally just addicted to smoking, and that's it. You don't get nothing out of it. All of the stuff about stress relief is bullshit, because basically what it's really doing is when you feel stressed and you smoke a cigarette, it's not relieving stress, it's relieving your need for nicotine, which makes you feel like you're de-stressing, but you're not. You can get the exact same de-stress from different techniques. You don't need to smoke, but it is also one of the hardest things to give up. As I say, if you want to smoke, fine. I wouldn't judge you for it. I don't give a shit. But it is a bastard to fucking stop. And it's completely pointless. You get nothing out of it. And that's the thing. I realised one day, I thought, I smoke for literally no other reason than I'm addicted to smoking. Does that mean? It's not like you get high. Fucking hell, if you could get high off smoking, I'd fucking still do it now. I'll be here puffing away now, getting high. But you don't get high. So, yeah. Mother said, do you know Danny Harwood? Yes, I do follow her on what do you call it? Twitter. But yeah, that's why I stopped smoking. I just thought it was pointless and it could kill me eventually. Radio Junks have got myself 100 subs. I'm going to try and build a... Yeah, do it, mate. Do it. Carl said, chilling power. That I am the best YouTuber. You are. Well, second best. I'm the best. I'll let you. I'll accept the second best out there. Mushroom, yeah. Shroom coffee, yes. Frau said you can buy 20 cigarettes. You used to be able to get 10. Yeah, you can only buy 20 now. Yeah, and like I think tobacco, you can only buy it in 30 grams. After the ice cream van. Singh said, I stopped smoking in 2013 with vapes. Now I can't bloody give them up. But at least the vapes are better for you, Singh. So this is how I stopped completely. I had tried 1 or 2 times before and didn't have a single chance. I got rid of all my ashtrays and everything and then started smoking within 3 hours of waking up the next day. I read, and this isn't the comedian, by the way, it's a different bloke. There's a bloke called Alan Carr. And he wrote a book called Alan Carr's Easy Way to Give Up Smoking. Right? I read that book. And at the end of the book, basically the book just pretty much tells you some of the things I just told you. The whole entire book just reinforces in your brain that basically smoking is pointless. Because we all have our own reasons for smoking. Some people started smoking because they thought it made them look cool. Some people won't give up smoking because it helps them relieve stress. Some people like to have a cigarette after a meal. And these are the things they don't want to stop. What he does in that book, he just tells you, he reinforces it in your head that all of those things are utter bullshit and you don't need them. And that also you can replace them with something just... It's partly why I drink black coffee now. Black coffee was my substitute for an after-meal cigarette. Because I liked a sort of a palate cleanser, essentially. Something to make your mouth taste a bit different after you've eaten. Coffee does the same thing. So that's what the book does. And at the very end of the book, it says... so I'm laughing at... That's good. At the very end of the book, it says, right, if you have to... No, right, sorry, I was getting mixed up. So he says, at this point, stop smoking. Don't smoke anything. Right? And then he says, if you do get the urge to smoke, though, wait until the absolute fucking last moment, the last moment that you've got that fang about to light it, right? At that point, it's just put that down and then wait, I think, maybe 5 minutes, right? If you can do that 5 minutes, you fucking done it. And weirdly, I did that and I never wanted to smoke ever again. And it was like beating that craving for it. But it helps that I don't have to sit with people who smoke, though. And I had a lot of time away from smoking, so I don't actually like the smell of smoke now. People who still live with people who smoke constantly, you'll smell it all the time. You still have an ever so slight bit of a nicotine addiction. But yeah. Radio drinking, I always get the craving to have a fag when I'm drinking. Yeah, I don't. I'm lucky I don't. I mean that. I'm really lucky that I don't. Yeah. Tactical said, did you ever smoke after sex? I don't know. I never looked. Yeah, the dick did, yeah. Like I said, many people don't know about Danny Harwood as a model who started OnlyFans. But yeah, Carl said he's moving on to the pipe, but pipe tobacco is very expensive. But yeah, so giving up smoking is very, very fucking difficult. Yeah, Slater, it was very clever. It was basically telling you, like, I think there's like 15 different chapters, and each of them are one of the reasons most people won't stop. Most people have 2 or 3 of these things that's the reason they don't want to stop, with the addiction as well. You have the nicotine addiction, but then you also have these reasons that you think are the reasons, or you might not want to stop. Yeah, and he basically just convinces you that those are utter bollocks, which I knew most of them was utter bollocks anyway. But yeah, really, and the book don't work for everyone, but if you ever do want to give up smoking, Alan Carr's Easy Way to Give Up Smoking, there's probably new generations of the book now. He died of lung cancer eventually, sitting in meetings helping people stop smoking, passively smoking, poor bastard. He's a fucking hero, he is, the amount of people who stop smoking. Yeah, I love that bloke. Because wasn't for him, I'd still be smoking. And I never would have stopped because I wouldn't have had the sort of the knowledge or the willpower to do it. Because when it comes to addictions, I don't have very good willpower. Willpower for other things are fine, but when it comes to addictions, I'm fucked, mate. I've got a very, I love that fucking rush of anything. You know what I mean? Right, said, I'd hope that could work. Well, then, do you know what's like? There may be an alcohol version. There may be an alcohol version. Carl said, vape is a bit dodgy, not medically tested yet. So no. Yeah, well, I suppose you're right. Yeah, well, I think they have done quite a few tests, but I suppose there hasn't been the time yet, has there? They have tested it, but we'll have to see in 20 years' time, really. Would be the real test, wouldn't it? If people are getting effects in 20 years that they hadn't foreseen. Yeah. Yeah, I used to, you know, and I was a proper smoker. I'd make roll-ups during the day, and then at night I'd roll myself 2 roll-ups. One roll-up was for laying in bed and smoking, so the last thing I'd do at night was lay in bed, smoke my roll-up, put it out, go to bed. That's it, that was my last thing I did at night. And then as soon as I woke up, before I even got out of bed, I would like to roll up and smoke another roll before I even got out of bed. That was the first thing I did. So, yeah. So I was a proper smoker. I mean, yeah. Radio Junkie said, a smoker's house smells so bad you only realise when you've stopped. Now, I know people can tell when they come into my room. They say, oh, you don't smoke anymore, do you? Because they can tell the difference. But yeah. Tactical said, I smoked in bed only once. The end fell off and burned my balls. Never did that again. Fuck that. You know, I've had similar things, but never my balls. Fucking hell. Yeah, he may have a Alan Carr. I think it's the only different. It may be ALANCARR. No, that's not the other one. Or it may be double L. ALLAN. Alan. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, you'll find him. Alan Carr. I think it's ALL. Double L. But yeah, English bloke. Helped loads of people stop smoking. He was a great bloke. Yeah, and it's, as I said, these techniques don't work for everyone. Didn't work for my sister. Definitely didn't work for my sister. I don't think it worked for a couple of people I lent the book to, because once you've got the book, if you buy the book, once you've finished with it, if I give it to someone else who smokes, you know. But I am lucky. I've never had any cravings. Never had any cravings. That's a true as well. Burnt right through my boxes. I was jumping about like an idiot trying to put it out. Fuck's sake. Yeah. I'm glad I don't smoke now, because also I wouldn't be able to afford it. If I was smoking now, I would have to smoke dog ends. What do Americans call dog ends? Cigarette butts. I'd have to be picking those up from the ashtrays downstairs and cut the end off and make roll-ups out of them, which is what I used to do years ago. Yeah. I wouldn't be able to afford to smoke now. Fuck that. Your money, especially nowadays, nearly 20 quid for 20 fags. And if you're smoking 20 a day, I think the cheapest you can get 20 fags now is about 14 quid for the cheapest ones for 20 fags. That's fucking loads of money. 15 quid a day. How much would that be a week? Someone work that out for me. That's a lot of money, though, isn't it? 3 hours in when my granddad died, we had to wash the walls because he smoked for years. The walls was oily with smoke. Yeah. My granddad, 105 quid a week. That's a lot of money, isn't it, Tactical? That's if you smoke 20 a day. I know people who smoke more than that. Yeah, I thought it'd be about that, because it'd be like I worked it out, 1.5 times 7 or something. I can't remember. I don't know. Yeah, 105. That's a lot of money, isn't it? My granddad, he used to, years ago, he was quite, just before he died, I think he was quite bedridden. He had really bad arthritis as well, which is what I'm hoping why my hands are hurt isn't. But, you know, still no fucking cure for that, though. He used to just lay in bed and literally flick his ash next to his head on the mattress. And you'd go in there and there'd be a pile of ash like that next to his bed, on his bed, on his mattress. Carl said, I'm 60 now and trying all sorts of herbal mushrooms. Just got some gummies. I was buzzing on this legal shit. No, that's you know what, Carl. That sounds excellent, mate. If you get any fucking herbal shrooms that do the job, let me know. I might try some with you one day. Who needs booze, mate? We can have mushrooms. We can have mushrooms. Carl said, WC will remember Unbelief. Do you know what? I can remember when Unbelief... Tactical said that, sorry. If I said that wrong. I remember when Unbelief came out, yes. Yeah, I remember when Unbelief came out. Yeah, I'll have some shrooms with you, Carl. Next time we meet up, let's have some shrooms. I'm well up for that, mate. I'll probably have a fucking paranoid attack there and have to go and hide in my tent or something. Yeah, Unbelief. Oh, I remember when Unbelief came out. It was amazing, yeah. And you got it in the fag packet, and you got the tobacco and the Rizzlers, didn't you? And then they started doing filters. Did they have filters as well? I also remember there being filters with them as well. But I don't think there were filters with them, were there? Yeah, I still love Unbelief. Lovely bit of tobacco as well. And cheap. The little cigarette packets in like a... Was it the size of a 20 pack? I can't remember. About £2, wasn't it? Yeah. Gonna get me Unbelief. Yeah, I still love a bit of Unbelief. Yeah, $1.99 used to last me 3 days. Exactly. That's about it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I just love Unbelief. Yeah. Get your Unbelief. Get some. Get a packet of filters, slimline filters. Yeah. And then I'd sort of make. I have quite a lot of funny, not funny, but fond memories of smoking. But that's what I mean. But I wouldn't ever smoke again. Yeah, make like, I don't know, I'd get my tin and I'd make like 15 roll-ups or something for the day however many I'd need. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. Carl said Golden Virginia was too damn... Yeah. And it was also quite dear, wasn't it? But I think my dad used to smoke Golden Virginia. Richard said Unbelief did 3 in 1. Ah, no, yes, I remember there being quite a lot in it. Was it filters, Rizzlers and... So I think that's where the filters became sort of more popular. Hello, Richard, by the way. That because they was doing the filters. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, luckily I don't have any urge for smoking now at all. And I've even occasionally been out, and it wasn't tobacco, but I've smoked something that had tobacco in it because I wanted to try something else. And even that didn't... Because... My one bit of advice to anyone, right? And there's pretty much a foolproof way to never smoke again, right? And it's not as easy as it sounds, right? But there's literally one way to never smoke again, and that is never, ever have a fucking drag of any tobacco. Because that's a lot of people's downfalls. Is I'll just have one drag. You know, you've really stressed out or something, and someone's gone, have a drag on that. That's it. You could start back with that one drag because you put that nicotine back in your body. It's as simple as, you know how never to start smoking again. Don't start smoking again. But you know, that's as simple it is though. Just don't ever have a drag. But I've been lucky enough that I can have a couple of drags because I've been smoking someone else, and it didn't start me off again. I don't think I ever would, because I've still got all of that stuff cemented in my head that it's not worth it. I won't be able to afford it. It does nothing for me really. I'll just be addicted to smoking. Blah 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 blah. You know, it's a bastard. That's not easy to stop. Hello Reginald, how you doing, mate? Sterling tobacco, Sterling cigarettes, yeah. Doctor said just looked and they still sell it £43 for 50 grams. That's fucking insane. Yeah. Be back in a minute after I pick myself off the floor. I said, mate, I was about 19. Stop till start. Yeah. Well, that's it. It will go on for years sometimes, but, you know, it is a very, very difficult thing to stop. Yeah. Well, I'm no expert on stopping, you know. I think I was just lucky with smoking. Booze. I stopped drinking booze for years. I like to drink again now because I can sort of control myself when I drink now. Yeah, I stopped drinking for about 6 years. Vibe said, lucky I don't smoke anymore. I just vape like a muppet. But, you know, vape, there's nothing... I think vaping is a lot less socially... vaping's more socially acceptable in a way, and people... you know... It's got to be better than smoking, I think. Vaping's got to be better than smoking, I think. It's got to be. It's got to be. It's got to be. Especially if you don't do it excessively. And what I mean by that was people was buying those vapes with the big tank on and putting loads of like glycerine in it, and then you can do those massive fucking balls of smoke, you know, that would literally fill up a room. That breathing that shit in your lungs cannot be good. But for Amazon, I thought they were banning vape. I don't know. Well, I think they're trying to make it so that kids don't have it, but they're also going about stopping kids having fucking. They're making, you know, they're going to make energy drinks over 18 soon. So that means I'm going to have to start wading through energy drinks when I buy my booze now, because you can better tell the difference. Seeing says a new thing called snus, nicotine pouches. You put it under your lip of gum. A lot of pro footballers and teams. I know about that. Yeah, I've never tried it. Well, I wouldn't try it anyway. Carl said I stopped booze for 2 years. Yeah, nice. Tactical said Thomas the Tank Engine. I call those fuckers who do that. Yeah, luckily I don't really see it about now. But I was delivering with someone who had one, Jay, and that shit can't be good for you. Vibe said I can't say anything. I don't have a dog in that fight. But you know, as I said earlier, I'm not judging anyone who does that. But I think it's the same with everything. Anything that you do to reasonable excess will fuck you over eventually. You know, if you eat too much fatty food on a regular basis, that will fuck you over eventually. There are people who smoke their whole entire lives and never does anything, but I guarantee they're not smoking more than 20 a day. Because, you know, or 30 a day, you know. My dad smoked 60 fags a day and it killed him at the age of 70 or 71. You know what I mean? Because it's excessive. You can drink most of your life and never have a problem if you're not doing it massively excessively. You know what I mean? Even anything, pretty much anything you can do, if you do it massively excessively, will fuck you over. Anything, pretty much anything. So yeah, just if you want to do things, do it to a reasonable amount. Really, don't I? Carl said, fucking hell, years ago, I seen a car with smoke coming out in the middle of nowhere. I rushed over and it was a couple vaping. Well, yeah, when they've got them ones that come pouring out, you think, fucking hell, you know, it's that car on fire. Hello, Carlos, he's on late again, so if I've been on the piss again, nice. I shall be on the piss tomorrow night, but I probably won't be on tomorrow. Yeah. I said, my granddad smoked 80 a day, and that isn't what done him over. I don't want to call bullshit on that, but 80... How long did he smoke 80 cigarettes a day for? And my apologies if he generally did, but living with someone who did actually smoke 60 fags a day and died of lung cancer in my front room, yeah. But, you know, maybe he did. But, you know, my dad was smoking... He didn't smoke 60 fags a day all his life, but he probably smoked a good 60 a day for at least, I don't know, 20 years of his life, and then he probably, you know, then 40 before that, and maybe 20 when he was younger. But he smoked from about the age of 15. So 15, so that was from the age of about 15 to 71, gradually getting more and more and more cigarettes as you go along. Yeah, but he wouldn't have smoked 40 when he was like 15. The Lonely Wolf said, how old was your granddad though when he died? Because he might have been 20 and got shot. I got plugged my phone in. Fucking why won't reach. I'll be back in a second. fucking thing only just reaches this way. Right, we're in. Carla said, how's the quiver and bayonet coming along? I reckon hopefully by next week. Hello, MK. He said, are those guns real? They are real, yes. If you mean, can I touch them? Lonely Wolf said, you're lucky. I'm British. I can't have them. I'm British. I'm as British as they come. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. Sorry, I was just doing something. Right, back. Where are we? Sing said, a lot of these youngsters do nitrous oxide and balloons. I see some driving with a balloon in their mouth. Yeah, that's pretty fucked up, isn't it? You shouldn't really be doing any kind of drugs when you're driving. But you know, the thing is, they can get away with it for a while, can't they? Because sometimes it's legal for a while. I don't know whether that is or not. For Albert said, I just smoke a herbal roll up with no tobacco. And I said, that's the way to be. Yeah, no, Fishing said that. Is that a Narinko copy? That is a Narinko type 86S bullpup rifle, and it's a DIAC, so it is an original one that doesn't shoot anymore. Ali Mohammed said, you're a kind-hearted man, thank you. Trebus said, I have 5 times Condor 50 gram tobacco. You want them, Carl? Fuck's sake. Oh, God. Everything I own does not need licenses. What's Condor tobacco like then? I bet we've made about 15 people start smoking again tonight. Keep going on about it. Anybody watched any good films lately? What was the film me and Metallic watched the other day? It wasn't very good. Oh, Clinical. Wasn't very good. So yeah, Carlos, I will be doing your it's written down, quiver and bayonet. Once it's done, keep an eye on the I've got an email from you, haven't I? Carl's in the UK, if you're asking that. I'm in the UK. Hello, Trade, how you doing, mate? Trade. Hopefully the knives will be ready to be sent out soon. So I said, the bushcraft knives you're making, just wondering how you're getting on. I read that. I said that if I read it. Yeah, soon. Thing is, every time I think, I finally got a break to do it, and I fucking don't. I should get a couple out soon. I should get a couple out to people soon. Yeah. It's never fucking ending there. I've got too many friends and too popular nowadays. People keep wanting me to visit them and go places and visit me. Nah, it's not. It's nice, but yeah. They're not too long now. This year, put it that way. There aren't many months. What are we in now? September, October, November, December. There's only 4 months left, so yeah. And there you go, Trebus. Yeah, Trebus. Send me an email, and I'll pass on Carl's email to you. Okay. Sing said, "I watch Scum and Freds. It's on YouTube. Nice. Did you know, Sing, that there's another version of Scum? It's not as good as the one that is the proper one, but it's got the same actors. Because what it was, I think Scum came out originally as a play for today, and it was very popular, so they made the actual film of it. But it had the same actors in, and it was made by the same people. And it's just lower budget and, yeah, shorter. Yeah. So there's sort of like a second version. I don't know if it's worth watching. I know that Tactical told me his favourite chapter in the DVD is chapter 13, The Greenhouse, though. So, my email, if anyone wants to know what my email is, put in the word !email and it will come up. Okay? And I dare you to go and get the Scum DVD and look up what chapter 13 is. Things and Borstals were fucked up places. Oh yeah, where's your weapon? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so now my email has come up in the chat. It's weaponcollector1@aol.co.uk. Daddy, I photoshopped your face on that scene. Which one though? Depend. Now this depends, right? Have you photoshopped my face as the giver and you're the taker? Or is it the other way around? I just pictured that. Dirty bastard tactical. Even though I started it. For Everton, I was thinking about the greenhouse scene. Depending on my mood. He's got two versions of it. God, my weapon is in my pants. Yeah, my dad was in a borstal for a bit. Obviously when he was younger. I know. Sorry, my internet sometimes switches over. That is the film with the greenhouse scenes. There's balls involved, but yeah, not in a sock. You know. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. So tomorrow night will be the answers to the Q&A video. What's that? Oh, it's the pin. I wonder what it was. Made this the other day. It's not shrunken head. The bumming scene, yes. Did you just check your DVD, Carl? Carl says, where's your fucking tool? I'm the daddy now. Yes, exactly. Yeah, that's Tactical's favourite scene, and he does a face swap with me and him on there. But I don't know what character he puts himself as and what one he puts me. Hopefully, as far as I'm aware, I'm the guard who looks in, and Tactical has done himself as the victim. Dirty bastard. Oh gosh. Don't forget there's a giveaway going on if you're in the UK. You can win that. Don't forget to like the stream as well. So you can win that. And this. £1 an entry. Go to my donation link. Put a donation in. Each pound you donate, you get an entry. The highest bidder wins a prize no matter what, and that is Big Ped, and he's put in over 70 quid. Dan said, Q, I can't take this abuse no longer, yes. Ah, gosh. I nearly set this up so I could do the clips tonight, but then I couldn't be asked. I was quite late tonight. Nice one, Treba. So I will pass you on Carl's email later. When did your foot fuck up again, Tactical? Anyway, you back? So are you having a drink tonight, though? You can still drink, can you? So tomorrow night I've got a couple of mates coming around. Charlie Boy and his missus. If the situation's right later that night, I might sort out talking to people on camera, but we'll see. When you've got people around, it just takes away from talking to them, doesn't it? But so probably not. But I've got some absinthe for that and some vodka. 3 hours. I'm going to head off and watch some Better Call Saul with a herbal roll-up, mate. Take care, mate. See you later, Sean. Furious Filipino said, "What wallet do you use now?" Same old piece of shit I've always got. Velcro. Tri-folded wallet with a chain on it. Old man wallet to go with my old man phone case. It's over there. Yeah. Do you know why though? Do you know why I like the old man phone case and the old man wallet? Because they work. No broken screens on my fucking phone. No lost wallet for me. Like these bloody youngsters out there. Talked to Tuesday, mate. Woke up and couldn't walk again. No idea. It's on the man. That's strange, isn't it? My hands are fucked at the minute. I don't know if I'm getting carpal tunnel or some kind of arthritic thing, maybe. Don't know. Fucking bastards. I'm gonna leave it a week and then go to doctors. And then they'll say nothing we can do about it. But I can't not use my hands, you know. I can, but I don't know. Yeah, who knows? Who knows? Yeah. What do you do when you're stuck in the tactical? Just go on the computer. Do you go on? You play computer games, don't you? So you've got that to do. I prescribed 2 weeks away from porn, mate. Dr. Tactical has spoken. That's right. The thing is, I never have an issue when that's on. My hands are fine then. It's the leather work I need to stay away from. Oh gosh. Yeah. I keep getting. I can't afford to. I want to buy that new Metal Gear game, but Metal Gear Delta. It's the remake of Metal Gear for free, but I can't afford it. Carlos said, "When's the next camping trip? Anything planned?" No. So one of the people we met recently, Steve, me and Metallic are going to meet up with soon, but that'll just be like near her way and just might do it, but it won't be camping. There is a meet soon, I think. Carl would know. When's the next Pioneers Preppers meet, Carl? That's soon. But me and Matteo can't go into that. We've sort of been to too many and we're a bit sort of done in from them. Although I'd probably be fine now, but she's a bit too much done in doing them. So probably nothing this year. Definitely next summer, 100% definitely will be. We go to Cornwall for the meet down there, and we're gonna do like a road trip. Slowly go down there, meeting people on the way, and then come back meeting people. Hopefully, make that like a week thing. Spend a week, 3 or 4 days going down, 3 or 4 coming back. October is it, Carl? There's a small chance we might go at that one, Carl. It's just. I think Metallic's a bit too fucked now because we did like 3 in like a month and they was hard, like long ones. You know what I mean? And to be honest, I was fucking fucked from the off. My hands are fucked with it. Problem is, I've put on a fair bit of weight and it's given me sleep apnea, which means I feel like shit all the time again. And I know I just need to sort myself out, but it's not that easy. Tactical said, "Oh, you have any boxing gloves nearby?" Maybe I'll have a look. But yeah, no. The only thing we've got planned that we definitely want to do is the Cornwall meet and make our way slowly down. If you never know, I might get there next year. Maybe the celebration for my 50,000 subscribers. At the rate I'm going, we're going to miss it though. But I am putting a lot of effort into getting the channel like more popular, more views, more, So yeah, you never know. You never know. We might be celebrating 50,000 subscribers next year and doing a road trip down south. Because last time we went to Scotland, this time we're going to go right down to about as low as you can in Britain. Yeah, hopefully we'll get to meet Timbo, Stu. Maybe I could go and see Zed. Go on my own day trip and go see Zed. Cornish Bob. I'll find out who lives on the ways down that way. Yeah. That's a joking aside. This injury, I've bought a DJ setup that I was doing before I invaded the streams. Is that what you mean, like originally? And that's what you've been doing? Oh, that's good. At least you got something to do. Because that's the thing. When you're stuck indoors, if it depends whether, because we all got used to being indoors anyway, didn't we? And I've been used to staying in for ages anyway, so don't bother me. But if you don't do things like computer games and that, there's not a lot to do, is there? But that's the wonders of the internet, though. I'll be honest with you. There's a hell of a lot of shit with the internet. It's caused a lot of shit in the world, and you know, partly how the world is now wouldn't be like it was in a shit way if it weren't for the internet. But also, the internet's a fucking wonderful thing. Live streams. I've met my best friend and loads of friends through YouTube, and you know, I'm fucking great. Yeah. That's what you lot kept me saying. Yeah. Well, that's it. We did together, didn't we? And my life would be very, very different without the internet. I know a fair few people who met online and are now married. And I think that's great. But yeah, there's a lot of shit that goes with the internet. Yeah. But no, I sometimes think, you know, if you're stuck indoors and you ain't got nothing doing, you ain't got the internet or you ain't got a computer game, watch the telly and read books, I suppose. Make yourself silly. Oh no, I do that anyway. I don't need to be stuck indoors to do that. No, that sounds wrong. That's not me hinting that I'm an outside wanker. That's not true. Furious Filipino said, "What's your favourite canned beans?" I don't know. I don't have one. Baked beans. No food talk. It's too late for that. No one else joining with that conversation. I thought you was talking about these at first. Lafay. That's what I used to do this thing you may have heard called Twitch. Never heard of it. What is Twitch? What is this Twitter? What is this Twitter here? Twitch? Doesn't even sound like a real word to me. Twitch. Twitch. No, that's not real. Never heard of it. Carson, since COVID, I feel like I'm living in an alternative universe. Glad I go camping and meet lovely, like-minded people. Well, exactly, mate. Yeah, oh yeah, totally. It's a bizarre world, isn't it? Bizarre world. Maybe COVID was the trigger for we've skipped into an alternative reality, haven't we? Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. Yeah, that's when COVID is when it was a mass reality swap. Normally when you do a reality swap, it's just you, and you're the only one things changed for. When COVID happened, it was a mass reality swap for millions of people, and we all swapped together. Now we're in these alternative realities. That's where the Mandela effect comes from, because you remember things from the past that were real and now are not. Yes. I love the old Mandela effect stuff. I don't necessarily believe it, but I just find it interesting. Because it's weird that people have mass memories of stuff that's, yeah. So what's everyone up to tomorrow? I shall be getting up. I need to film a couple of scenes for the Q&A answers tomorrow. So tomorrow I'm going to put on... For tomorrow night, I'm going to put a Q&A video on for chat, so you can have a chat while you listen to me answering you lot's ridiculous nutcase questions. I should be able to get nearly an hour out of that for you. Clean up the Wendy house for my guests. Get ready for that. Singh said, "What do you reckon on the rock heading towards Earth? Do you think it's aliens?" I don't know. Probably not. I think sadly, we'll never ever get to ever meet aliens, because I think we would have already by now. I think we're just too far away. I believe out there, 100% there is other intelligent life, because the universe is too fucking big for there not to be. It's fucking humongous. Like, it's so big you can't even imagine it. There's got to be other stuff out there, but I think because it's so big, the problem is even traveling at the speed of light, it's like the next place over that there probably might be is like fucking 100,000 years traveling at the speed of fucking light. Well, that's fucking insane distances. Do you know what I mean? Something stupid like that. So, unless you can do these kind of fictional travelling methods, like in Dune and that, or Star Wars and Star Trek and all that, it's not realistic. And I don't think feasible, sadly. But they're definitely out there. I'd love it to be aliens. Trebus, take care, mate. Yeah, so tomorrow it will be about an hour-long Q&A. Me answering questions, yeah. That said, any aliens looking at us will have the same attitude we have towards microbes. Yeah, probably, yeah. Did I say hello, John? How you doing, mate? Carl said, Mandela effect. Did CP30 have a silver leg? Back in the day. He was all gold coloured. C3PO, yes. Well, the real Mandela effect was he called CP3O or C3PO? There you go, Carl. There you go. There's a Mandela effect in your fucking question. What's my favourite team? I don't have one. Football team, don't watch football. Fuck's sake. Yeah. Is it C3PO or CP3O? Fuck's sake. We're saying D2R2 next. But no, yeah, the gold leg. I know. I think I remember a silver leg. Luke, I am your father. That. Do you know what, Carl? That one is a Mandela effect. People remember it being Luke, I am your father, but it's not. It's just I am your father, or something like that. I can't remember all the other way around. Yeah, that is one of them, Carl. That's one of them. Yeah. Favorite team. I can't think of a team that I like. Yeah. I'm not into sports, so I'm getting the violin ready for the 13th. I'm betting the fucking Friday. So, this year's Halloween special, I think it's going to be a Spyroverse special, which means there probably won't be other people's stories sent in for Halloween, but we'll see, I might do a mixture of new Spyroverse stuff and Halloween stuff. We'll see. I might do a vote on it because it might still be worth. It is always fun getting people's Halloween stuff sent in because I'll miss getting Jim's videos sent in. Jim always has a great Halloween video. That's it. We have switched universe. I used to be a mouthy prick and I'm super shy and quiet. Who fucking told you that? Is that them? Is this how you act when you try to pull them old grannies down at the fucking local spoons? He's down there. Tactical's favourite thing I heard is going up to the old grannies and he'll say, I'll go and get you a drink, and then he'll go and buy him the cheapest drink he can find, which luckily in a spoons is about £1 where he lives. Come back with all these drinks that cost him like £2. Here you go. Get him pissed, and then he takes them home. Carl said I could send a Halloween one in. Well, that's another, because I like yours as well. Yours are always good. And it would be a shame not to have you lot stories sent in, because I do enjoy you lot stories. Yeah, I reckon I'll probably do a proper Halloween one and get the stories sent in. And what I'll do, if I don't get loads of them sent in, I'll do a combination of people's stories sent in and new Spider-Verse content. So we can have a good laugh on that, and yeah. Nice one, mate. Yeah, when it gets a bit closer, I'll get hold of your car. Dad said, do you know how much I've spent on WD-40 this past month? Fucking fortune. Yeah, but that's all the money you spent on these 50p pints you get. You'd faint. Oh, Christ. Carl said, we'll go somewhere that scares me, lol. That sounds good. Now, you always do a good one, Carl. Jim M, I love his stuff. He's always really good. But yeah, I'll be able to do the usual. Or maybe I'll do a bit of both. I'll do people sent in content, and if there ain't shitloads, I'll do a bit of Spyroverse stuff. 14k said if there's a zombie outbreak, I'm coming to your house, bro. That's alright. I'll hand you a couple of things when you get here. You guard the door. You guard the downstairs windows. Oh, that's what me and Metallic started watching, that Black Summer. It's filmed quite weirdly. If you haven't seen Black Summer, it is connected to Zombie Nation, is it? Which I've seen a bit of. This one is more serious, I think, because I think Zombie Nation has a bit of a comedy element to it. Black Summer, it's all right, but it's very it's filmed in a weird way. It's like the camera's following you about, sort of thing. Yeah, that's on Netflix. Tactical said to Carl, "Come up here and wake up next to my ex-missus. That'll scare you white." Carl said, "Researching in an area already. Nice. Yeah, that'd be great, mate. That'd be fucking awesome. Yeah, that'd be great. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. 17 people watching." Yeah, I do all the Halloween stuff's always good. I always enjoy the Halloween stuff. Who always joins in? So I know Jim always joins in. Can't say Jim's in my outside. Dad said, "You've seen my hair. I'm really only 25. Is that what your fucking exes have done to you? He was a young lad. Still is, just don't look it." Oh, God. I'm going to cut my hair tomorrow. That's a bit too hippie for my liking. The longer it gets, you can see how it's thinning now. Fucking stress, that is. Twins. John said, "Going on a trek to the woods. MOD land, though. Camping overnight. Nice. Are you doing that on your own, John, or do you do that with other people? You should film that kind of stuff." Well, no, you probably couldn't film that, but yeah. I was going to say you should film it, but you probably can't, can you? How you go out on your own, do you, John? What do you do? Just have a nice sort of camp out, solo camp out, yeah. Yeah. I quite like camping now. I do quite enjoy it, but I've never really done the solo camping. Sounds interesting, though. Yeah. Sounds interesting. Cook a bit of lunch, yeah, nice. Carl said he's the slightly better looking one. I could do a poll if you want to see who really is the better looking one, if you really want. Would you like me to do a poll? See who, we'll have a vote. See who's better looking at a Carl and Tackleberry. I called him it. I fucking called him it. It must be a... Can't you at least change it to Tactical Berry? Just for me. Nah, it's alright. I'll do a little vote if you want. So you're two about the YouTube regulars on tonight, by the sounds of it. No, John's on. I'll leave you in peace. Cheers for the chat tonight. No, how dare you fuck off while we're having the lovely fucking live stream. They're like, to leave you in peace. I've got no one to talk to now. Go on, fuck off, don't come back. Oh, leave you in peace. Fucking peace and quiet is the last thing I need while I'm live streaming. See you later. I won't be on tomorrow, but and he also said cheers for the chat and laugh. Take care, mate. So tomorrow night will be the Q&A. So if anyone left a question, get on there and have a listen. There's a lot of funny, jokey, piss-taking comments on there that I've got to answer. So be on there for that. It should be quite a good laugh. I don't know what time I'll put it on. 10ish maybe. So I'll stay on, but I'll only have more abuse. Yeah. Well, the difference is tonight I can take this abuse much longer. Now, to be honest, I might piss off at 12 tonight myself, and I can get a bit more of this video edited. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. So many people's on. What's going on at the time? It's quite subdued tonight, but there's nothing wrong with that. There's still 18 people watching. Yeah, don't forget to like the stream, everyone, please. Helps get it shared out there. Yeah. So I've been making a. Carl said I am just a section. Well, the fact that Tactical's going, I think he's leaving because he can't handle. He can't handle losing. You don't want to lose that vote, Carl. Tactical, no, don't forget to lock your doors. Yeah, and close your windows. Yes, good night, everyone. No, not good night, everyone. See you later, Tactical. Fucking, I'm not going anywhere. Fucking hell. I've just automatically went into the see you later. I'm not going, by the way. Tactical, see you later. Fucking hell. Forgot what I was saying now. Got a video I need to edit. There's a couple of things I need to get done. But I shall be busy tomorrow. You not out and about tonight then, Carl, or are you at home tonight? Or are you in the van? And John, when you go out on your own, do you stay in a tent? Or do you hammock tent, hammock sleep? I don't know. That's I lost a pole once. His name was Walter. Sake. Walter Pole? That was gone over my head. Fuck's sake. Or have I just said something ridiculous there? A hammock. Nice. Nice one. Fuck's sake. I'm going to keep saying that in my head now. I don't get it. I say exactly. Carl said, no, at home. Probably going Monday to the coast. Nice. You got coast near you then? Do you go to the coast near you? How far is the coast from you, Carl? I think the closest to me is directly down south. That's still a good hour and a half away, I think, though. When I go to Metallics, that's like fucking 3 hours away. 160 miles away. Yeah. Yeah, Nigel and Caroline are going to be over that way near Metallics soon. So when they're over there, I'm going to pop over there for a bit as well. See them with Metallic, and then I'll give him your knife. Nigel can take his knife home, and yeah, everyone's happy. Because, yeah, chances are, Carl, I might not see you till probably next year now, I doubt. Although, saying that, Carl, I'm still up for us meeting somewhere and having our own little camping thing. So, I can't say definitely when, but I am still up for, like, me, you, Metallic, and, there's a couple, maybe I'll make Steve. You'd get on with Steve, he's a good bloke. I'm still up for that. It's just trying to organise it. Yeah, me and Metallic are still well up for our own little meet, because they're a bit less stressful, and we could probably do something a bit closer to Metallics then. Because you don't mind driving a fair bit, do you? I know that, like, I know you don't want to go miles, but you're yeah, you know what I mean. So yeah, we'll still sort that out eventually. I am well up for that. It's just trying to sort it out. Where I live, Carl, 100%. Yeah, now that's a definite, Carl. When Metallic's over here, you're well welcome to come down mine and just camp outside my bloody. You park out. I think you sleep in the Wendy house if you want. That's if we go to bed. You'll be going into your van at daylight, so that way, even in the winter times. But yeah, that I'm well up for that. I can do that, you know, fucking most weekends. Yeah, maybe me and you just sort that out one day, Carl. I would like it, you know, metallic to be there, but yeah. But I'll need to remember that. I need to remember that when metallic's over here, to let you know, and then you can pop down. But yeah, you could maybe we'll sort one out before that. Carla said 40-50 minutes for me in Scarborough. Yeah, I am sort of level or slightly north of London and slightly more in the middle of the country. So I'm sort of everywhere. To go to the coast is like at least an hour and a half away. That's the shortest. Yeah. I need a piece of paper. No, I should remember. No, there. We'll sort it out, Carl. We'll sort it out. Yeah. If I know, because I probably won't see metallic round mine again this year. I doubt. It's too much of a drive for her to get to mine. But I'll go and see her. So maybe on one of them visits I could let you know. But yeah, maybe once I get back from hers, which will be, I'm going around hers soon, but I've already planned because like Nigel and Caroline are going to be near hers. Maybe when I get back from that, me and you can sort something out, and you can come down my way, and I'll have a little think about stuff you could do. You come around here, shoot some crossbows. So you get a day out around mine, a day and a night around mine anyway. But you know, there's other shit, and yeah. I'm more busy than I've ever expected, Carl. To be honest, I've gone from never doing anything to like every fucking couple of fucking like, months. I never used to go out at all. There was one point in my life where I hadn't been on holiday or left my local fucking town for 10 years. 10 fucking years. Didn't leave my own town. Yeah. John said you go fishing, mate. Now, I've never really been fishing, John. I could go fishing, and what I mean by that, I know someone who like goes fishing all the time, and I think even works at like a tackle shop, and yeah, and like their main thing is fishing. So I could always go with someone fishing, but I don't know. It's never really appealed to me. Carl said, I am retired and busy as fuck. Yeah, I took early retirement, Carl. I took early retirement. I'm doing my retirement now, and then when I get to like 60, I'm going to have to start working. Yeah. I took early retirement. I didn't really. Anyone who thinks that knows that's bullshit. I did not take early retirement. I just act like I did. John said you may like it. Carp's good. Yeah, it's I don't know. I've got nothing against fishing. It's just I've never really done it. It's never appealed to me. It's not unappealing to me. But it just I've never thought, oh, I really want to go fishing. But I suppose it's one of those kind of things you have to try it, and then you get hooked, I suppose. Pun intended. Carla said, how big's your town? 10 years to get out. Nah, ain't that big, mate. Ain't that big. Fucking hell. I just never used to go out. And fucking hell. That's 10 years I probably didn't go out my own village. Because of the traffic. It's because I don't drive and I had no interest going anywhere. I probably wouldn't go fucking out any places now, but I like going to see metallic. So, yeah. It's nice having someone I want to go and visit. And I've worked out a way to do it that's a realistic way for me to do it without driving, because I could probably go and visit other people, but learning all the fucking coaches and shit again to other places, nightmare. Hobbit, yes. And you know what, Carl, when I went up to fucking, I got up past Birmingham, and that was like the furthest I'd ever been away. And then we went all the way to Scotland. Yes. Yeah, we do that, Carl. If you want to come down this way, It'll probably be sometime in October, I reckon. I'll be back. I don't definitely know when I'm going to my but I reckon I'll be back. I'm not going around hers for ages this time, but I'll be going around hers soon. I reckon I should be back early. I should be back early October. What September, October. So maybe sometime in October, maybe sometime middle of October, maybe. Carl said, "Mate, it was great to see you." No, it was. Yeah, no, great to see you too, Carl. Yeah, we'll definitely have to have a drink as well. Yeah, I don't really like drinking at the meets now, just because of going a bit overboard. That one time, but get the shrooms out. But we will have our own drink, and we'll you can come down here and we'll have a proper drink, and enjoy ourselves in a situation where. If we make a fool of ourselves, it's only in front of my mum. Alciana, how you doing? He said it's cold gin time again. Bombay. Oh, do you know what I've got for tomorrow? It's backwards on there. I've got some absinthe, 68%. John said have a good one. Cheers, mate. Cheers, John. Yeah, I'm sober tonight, but I'm going to have a drink tomorrow night. One of my mates is coming around who I haven't seen for a while. I don't think I've seen him since last year. An good old friend coming around with his missus, so we're going to get drunk in the Wendy house. Should be fun. Hopefully do a late one. Do an 8 in the morning, maybe, I don't know. Yeah. We'll see. You're off, Carl. Take care, mate. I probably won't be on tomorrow, so I can't say see you tomorrow. But there's a chance I might do like a late night private chat, maybe. Yeah, good night, Carl. We'll sort that out soon. Don't let me forget. Sometime in October. Take care, mate. Good night. Yeah, it's been a nice night tonight. It's been quite a mellow chat, but that's good. I can always put up a mellow chat. I may go off at 12 o'clock. We'll see what happens. That's not a definite, so don't all run away. But yeah, come on and have a little chat with us, but don't forget to like the stream. Get your bloody donations. Oh, there's my tablet. Because I'm going to call it next weekend. That'll be it, it's done. Robin, how you doing, mate? He said, did your dry fire mod on the redback pistol this week by removing the pin? Game changer. Much appreciated. Thank you for letting me know that. Genuinely, I never knew how many people wanted that mod without, maybe they didn't even know they wanted it. But that's excellent. I'd love it. Thank you. Yeah. And I'm so glad that's helped a lot of people, because I sort of did it years ago and I mentioned it a couple of times, but never really. I never did a video on it. I think I might have mentioned it on a video I did. And yeah, I'm so glad that that's made people, because it's an unnecessary safety feature on that crossbow anyway. It's probably better that you can take the safety on and off whenever you want. Anyway, yeah, I'm glad. I really am glad that has made my day that another person's come on and said that, because there's been a fair few. There's been loads that have said, "Yeah, thank you, mate. Because of you, I've got my crossbow's back." Yeah, because it is a bit of a bastard. Those cheap bolts, the bolts that you get with it, they're really crap, and sometimes they bend and they sort of stay bent. I've seen them shoot like that, in a curve, when I say crap. So yeah, so now you can get those better bolts in it. I'm glad. I really am glad. Just checking my emails quickly. I wanted to see if anyone joined in the giveaway tonight. Carlos helped me. He just ordered a red dot scope today. Nice, that's good. The bloke had messaged about the back here. Carl's not on now though. That's nice. Yeah, the redback's my favourite pistol crossbow. I love it. I do love the redback. I put a new string on mine today. I need to look into that. I need to see how many. Well, people still sell the redbacks, don't they? Like online, so you should still be able to get plenty of strings for them. I've got a video coming up soon about heavyweight bolts for the Vlad that work basically, because I made some heavyweight bolts before for the Vlad, and they still snapped. They still weren't good enough. The ones I've made now that are quite easy to make at home as well, I think. Absolutely solid. Yeah. So I think that video is going on Sunday. I say that because I've scheduled them. It's already uploaded, ready to go, and it's got links to the stuff to buy to make the bolts. And I will eventually start selling my own broadheads for the redback again. It's just getting the parts cheap, and I don't have the money. Or because what happens is I keep buying the parts to make the broadhead bolts, and they keep turning up wrong. Carla said, "Do you do the explosive bolts like the Rambo has?" Fucking hell! I know someone who went to prison for making explosive pistol crossbow bolts. Fucking hell. Among other things, but that was one of the things that made them go down for quite a while, because they got done for explosives. Yeah. They find shit out and they start, like, the word terrorist comes out and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Thinking, you know what I mean? Yeah. Fucking hell. But no, I don't know any explosive tips for crossbow bolts. Never have. Never. But I know a bloke who did. That bloke who did. He doesn't anymore. Christ. Yeah. That's someone who used to come on here, and when they got out of prison, came back on a couple of times. But problem is, in the old days, they could have come on and pretty much discussed the kind of stuff that happened to them and why it happened and that, but it's too fucking dodgy nowadays. It's not worth the bother, I don't think. Carlson was only joking. No, I knew you were joking, but yeah. I can't remember what his name now. It was Tactical Crossbow. I can't remember. His real name's Chris. A decent bloke, really nice bloke. But yeah, something happened. He got into an argument. I think a weapon was used. The police raided his caravan he was in, found some stuff. Partly was those explosive tip bolts, or they looked at his YouTube videos and found that he was making these explosive tip bolts or some shit, and they basically threw the book at him and like trumped up charges and shit. And yeah, and then got done for a load of other stuff that, you know, when they're like just everything they can find. Yeah, poor bastard. And then he had quite a lot of issues while he was in prison, from what I heard. But I never really got a proper chance to speak to him because it was too, on my live streams, it might have been alright talking about it on a video, but the live streams, it would be a bit too risky, I think. You have to be careful nowadays. That's the problem with the internet. It gives you access to be able to talk about stuff, but also you have to be careful about what you talk about in case it gets used against you. Exactly, Carlos, yes. But yeah, no, they fucking did him over badly, yeah. What are you up to tomorrow, Carlos? Yeah, Carlos, I've got your stuff written down, hopefully. See, the problem is I'm busy as fuck, and now that my hands keep hurting, that's making things a bit of a bastard. I keep getting quite bad pains in my hands, which is slowing me down. But yeah, let's say I should have your quiver and bayonet done within a couple of weeks. Yeah, a couple of weeks. Should be done by 2 weeks. Within 2 weeks, because I'll be honest with you, I need the money. So yeah, get done soon. Yeah, get done soon. Hopefully within about 2 weeks, and I'll message you. I gave you the price already, didn't I? But I won't expect any payment till it's done, because, you know. It's how I do things. I find it easier. Right, just so everyone knows, I probably will go off at 12. I think it's 12 now, probably, but I'll go off at 12 by my clock up there, which is slightly slow. You got me for a few more minutes. Yeah, it's been good fun tonight. As I say, been a bit of a more calmer, subdued type live stream, but good fun. Just saying. So yeah, as I said, I won't be on tomorrow night. Well, I don't think so anyway. I probably won't be on a live stream. I might come on for 5 minutes to potentially get other people on, but we'll see. We'll see. But probably not. Oh, fucking hell. That's what I'm going to do. See, I really ought to get editing the rest of this long video I'm doing, but oh, fuck it, I'll get to bed. Yeah. Don't forget to like the stream before you go. In a way, I quite like that these live streams go a bit hectic at the beginning. They're a bit mental at the beginning, but as long as you can hang on until the end, it'll be all right. But yeah, at first, absolutely mad, loads of people on. I think there's 80 people at one point watching, and then eventually they'll fuck off, and it comes back to normal. Yeah. That is country. Yes, they are. Yeah, you got me for 30 more seconds, Carlos. Yeah, so take care, Mike. See you next time, pal. Yeah, so tomorrow night there'll be a premiere on, so you can watch this premiere of me answering questions that people sent in. So there'll still be something you can watch tomorrow that might be getting on for about an hour long. All right. But I won't be live tomorrow. But there'll be live chat on that. So you can sit and watch me talking and chat to each other for a bit. All right. Take care, everyone. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Good night. Take care. Don't forget to like the stream. See you later. Bye-bye.